Joker, Joker, Joker.
Looking cool, Joker!
Joker is the new talk of the town, and understandably so. Ever since Christopher Nolan's reimagining of the Clown Prince of Crime in The Dark Knight, everybody and a mama jumped at the mention of this character's name. Doesn't even matter what it is. Movie Joker, cartoon Joker, Lego Joker, Samurai Joker, and even Donkey Joker.
I'm the Joker, baby!
Everybody wants to be the Joker.
Hi, this is Tommy Wiseau, creator of The Room. Let me introduce you to the new Joker. Ah!
People love this character so much that he even overshadows the dude the comics are named after.
Favorite comic book character, go!
I don't know.
And at number 1 is none other than the Joker.
The Joker.
The Joker.
You know, you gotta go with the old classic. The Joker is
The Joker, man.
The Joker.
Captain America.
The Joker.
Joker.
Things like the Joker.
The Joker.
Joker.
The Joker.
The Joker.
I'm actually dressed as Wreck-It Ralph.
And with good reason too. Joker's unpredictable, unconventional, unsettling, unhinged, and whatever other unword you could possibly think of. But y'all aren't here to watch an in-depth character study of this fictional person, cause we all know there's already more than enough of those on the internet. What matters is portrayal. After Heath Ledger's outstanding performance as the Joker in The Dark Knight, people were left wondering, who could even possibly think about putting on that clown makeup on the big screen ever again? And then we get this guy.
What?
Who everybody thought was
Really, really bad.
You think so?
And now we're getting this guy. So, yay? I know how people fuss about how frequently they reboot the Spider-Man franchise with a new guy playing Spider-Man.
Earlier today, tragedy striking the new musical Spider-Man 2, Too Many Spider-Men.
But we're getting back-to-back Jokers like it's a SpongeBob meme format. I wouldn't be surprised if within 4 years, they announce another DC movie with Macaulay Culkin as the fucking Joker.
I hear bizarre stories about you or things, and I go, there's no way Macaulay Culkin is, and yet it was true. That was actually happened.
Yeah.
What are the most other bizarre things that people have you heard about yourself?
Oh, I die all the time. Oh, that I'm Jigsaw. I know, I'm just a specter right now.
I'm always treated differently.
Yeah.
Whether I like it or not.
I can set my watch to it. It happens like at least once or twice a year.
That's awful.
I hit that great strike zone of just reasons why they want.
Bizarre.
I don't know. People want to kill me.
So this new Joker movie has captured everyone's interest, especially film critics, because of the approach the movie will take with this character. Judging from the trailers, this is looking to be more like an art house film about the mental downfall of a failed entertainer. And I think they made the right choice by doing this. We've already seen that the Joker is capable of creating great chaos and destruction, but what we really haven't seen much of is what pushed him to be this unhinged, immoral, psychopathic freak.
A guy like me. Look.
I mean, if you look up the word psychopath on Google, the first thing that shows up is the Joker. He is the quintessential madman. People always wonder what he's gonna do next, but very few people question why he's doing it in the first place. But am I interested in this movie? Man, I mean, have you seen the title of this video, man? But that brings me to my main point. Joker is a masterpiece. Done. Video's over. Get out of here. Hit the road, kid. Nah, I'm just joking with ya. So why would I make such a bold declaration like that? Well, It's for multiple reasons. The first one being that Joaquin Phoenix is a great actor. I think he has the capability of portraying this mentally deteriorating comedian with the justice the character deserves. The word is out, man. I've seen stories online about how people who've seen an early viewing of the movie have criticized the film for Phoenix's overacting. Does this worry me? Somewhat. As long as it doesn't get within an arm's reach of this, I think I'll be alright with it.
What memories I had! Oh. You left me in a black hole of rage and confusion.
The second reason is the fact this movie even exists.
Explain! Explain! Explain!
What I mean by that is, Hollywood is so keen on staying in their comfort zones that it's been ruining big budget movies for so long, especially when it comes to these superhero ones. Film and comic fans on the internet who meticulously examine this particular category of movies have discovered that this subgenre abides by a worn out, overused formula. I know what you're gonna say, but Brad Pitt, Infinity War broke that formula. The heroes actually lose. Remember when the Spooder Man said, "I don't feel so great"? Psst. Homeboy looked like a plate of grated cheese afterwards, that's for sure. I understand that. Infinity War and Endgame are exceptions. But then again, those are huge crossover entries in their universe, so of course it would deviate from the formula just a little bit. What I'm talking about particularly are the standalone movies, each of which are almost identical to the next. I'm aware of that whole concept about how there's only ever truly been 7 unique stories in existence and everything after it is essentially just a slightly modified retelling of those 7 archetypes. I understand that. However, you gotta admit, a lot of these origin stories play out in an oddly similar fashion to their other superhero movie contemporaries, especially when it comes to the MCU. Let me get back to my point though. Joker is such an unlikely kind of film to have come from these major movie corporations. Instead of playing it safe by making just another action movie drama, they decided to make this an art house film. To anybody that doesn't know what that is, just look it up, you little bitch. I'm just glad that Hollywood is even taking the risk. And even if this movie turns out to be complete cheeks, there's already enough people pre-ordering the tickets that it's already looking to be like a guaranteed financial success. And hopefully, these corporations will take notice of that and be more willing to produce more artistically expressive films with their intellectual properties. Which brings me to my third and final reason. You wanna know what it is? Listen up, okay? It's the most important one. Quiet. Listen. Realism. Did you hear it? No? Shh. Listen. Realism. There! Did you catch it that time? No? It's realism, you deaf bitch. Joker is probably the most psychologically damaged and disturbed villain in all of comic book history. With a movie as character driven as this, he is the prime candidate to fill up a whole 2 hours and 2 minutes of runtime. And since this appears to be a more grounded approach to the character, his origin story will most likely be modified to fit the new tone of this film. Now why would that be a good thing? Well, I think that by doing so, it would allow for Joker to be more of a relatable person. Relatability in a protagonist is extremely important so that the audience can be invested with the struggles that the main character undergoes throughout the narrative. The Joker is an insane, sadistic criminal that terrorizes Gotham City simply to satisfy his desire for chaos and anarchy. And unless you're a quirky high school theater club student that wears flannel and worships Billie Eilish like some all-knowing god, the Joker is not someone that we as the audience can sympathize with. The team behind The Dark Knight were well aware of this, so they gave Joker a more logical and understandable motive for his destructive mayhem.
They're only as good as the world allows them to be. I'll show you. When the chips are down, these civilized people, they'll eat each other.
And even so, for The Dark Knight, making the Joker a sympathetic character wasn't something they needed to do because he was the antagonist of the film. For this new movie, however, The audience has to care for Arthur Fleck before he becomes the Joker. And unless a 6'2" bodybuilding martial artist wearing a bat suit yeeted you into a vat of toxic Ninja Turtle jizz, you can't really connect with the Joker's background. What a lot of people can relate to, though, is the struggle of an aspiring artist. Someone with the odds stacked against them, trying so hard to be recognized by the people, but no one bothers sparing him a second glance. People love an underdog story. They want to see the struggles of the protagonist pay off, endure all the hardships and challenges that they are constantly facing, so that they can, in the end, achieve that much-deserved success. But what if, after all the suffering and pain, all the blood, sweat, and tears, all the time spent swimming against the current, hoping that you'll eventually reach the paradise at the end of the river, you find out you hadn't moved a single inch from where you started? And as you struggle to tread the fierce waters of this ungiving river, you're stuck watching the tail ends of those privileged with boats and ships sail smoothly through the current with delicate ease. You begin to question why. Why bother? Why bother putting in any work when there's those that float by effortlessly without moving a muscle? And before you know it, you're swept away by the undertow to the dark depths below. Okay, so maybe I'm a little biased being an aspiring content creator myself. But let's be honest here. There was a time when you also wanted to be an artist, a writer, a musician, an athlete, or maybe even an actor. But once you've experienced the cruel treatments of the river, you too allowed yourself to be taken by the current. Hell, at this point, I'm just throwing shit at the wall and seeing what sticks. But unfortunately for me, there is no wall. In fact, I'm so desperate, I intentionally made the title as overly provocative and clickbaity as possible. Even though deep down, I know that no one's really watching. Did you really think I could call a movie I haven't even seen before a masterpiece? Of course I could. After all, I'm not trying to get flagged for misleading content. That would be very bad now, wouldn't it? Could you imagine if I get flagged even though nobody's watching this shit? That'd be the worst. That would just be the worst. Is it me? Or is the world that they're getting crazier? Head ass. There was a time when this was about Joker. Jeez, I gotta wrap this up before this script gets too long. So anyways, Joker looks extremely promising. I'm very interested in seeing the Joker's descent into madness being taken in a more grounded approach. I expect it to at least be a passable film. But hey, if it turns out to be complete ass, I'll make a video saying how horribly wrong I was about the Joker. I doubt it though. I mean, the guy directing it is... Oh.